So, welcome, guys. We are back again with the podcast session, and today we will be talking about the two games that are up in 4 or 3 hours from now, depending upon the upload of our podcast. So, let's talk about the first game that we have today in the Champions League round of 16, leg one. That is Bayern Munich playing Besiktas. What are your thoughts about that, Gentin?
Okay, first of all, this is not the match to watch today, boys. I am highly suggesting this match to not be watched at all. So, if you want to watch a good match, check Chelsea versus Barcelona. Long rivalry. Uh, Refereeing would be disgusting, and I guess Bayern is just not the match we want to see. Although
Yeah, I would like.
here in Albania is some kind of contract between Deutsche Telekom or T-Mobile, the sponsor of Bayern München. For each goal the Bayern score on this leg, they will give for free, not for one day, I think it's for 1 week. They will give for free 1 gigabyte. So
Wow.
if if someone is interested on coming to Albania just for 24 hours to get those gigabytes, you are free to come, but do not watch the match at all.
So even though you are advised not to watch this game, we can definitely share with you the links for this game. That is full match link if you are a Bayern Munich fan and are interested in watching this game, because I'm pretty sure that everyone will watch the big game, that is Chelsea and Barcelona, and it is much hyped game for tonight. So yeah, I expect something great happening in that game. And talking about that Bayern Munich versus Besiktas game, both sides have been really good in their group stages. That is, Bayern Munich had the same points in their group, even though they were second, but they were just on the same points like as PSG were. That is 15 points. And talking about the other team. Well, they came as a surprise package for all, and they topped their group, which was really surprising for everyone to know that Besiktas is doing that good in a group stage.
Actually, Bayern Munich had a straight four-win streak. Four-win streak after losing to Paris Saint-Germain. Just after this match, Carlo was sacked.
Yeah, yeah,
Bayern made a successful four-win streak under Jupp Heynckes, and I think Bayern is going easily to win the game.
yeah,
Maybe some lucky guys will get a lot of gigabytes.
yeah.
And Besiktas had a tough group actually. Besiktas had a tough group with the teams of like
Leipzig.
Leipzig as well.
Yeah,
Monaco, I expected a better performance from Monaco, but it just
but
didn't turn out.
and they are right now they are in the what we call Europa League alongside RB Leipzig, who I think who just defeated Napoli in their game.
Yeah, they beat 3-1 Napoli on Thursday. Yeah, they actually beat Napoli.
And back in their
Paolo.
Yeah, and back in their league game, they just got beaten by Frankfurt. Like, what the fuck? 2-1 defeat to the Frankfurt, which happened on last night. Well, even though we don't need to talk about that, we were just reflecting our thoughts about how that team did in their group, the sides which we expected at least to make some impact and may make through to the round of 16. But unfortunately, that didn't happen, and so yeah, it's Bayern Munich versus Besiktas, and that game is surely, I would say, can be 50-50 for both the sides. But maybe Bayern, looking at the form of the Bayern Munich, you can expect them to keep a clean sheet and win by a big margin.
Yeah. Actually, Besiktas is missing their main striker, who is actually gone to Everton. So that's a big loss for them. They are missing their top goal scorer in Champions League, so you cannot expect much from Besiktas right now.
Yeah, we can.
Bayern is just going to obliterate them in
Yeah,
any general.
And the only way out for, I think, Besiktas would be to park the bus and yeah, save something from this game and make their team do good in their home fixture. That would be in some weeks from now. So that was our talk about the first game that would be between Bayern Munich and Besiktas at Allianz Arena. Now moving on to second game, that is the big game for the night. Chelsea hosting Barcelona at Stamford Bridge. What are your thoughts about that, Gentian?
Chelsea versus Barcelona. As I said first, long time rivalry. Surely Barcelona wants to get revenge for that draw and for that elimination back in 2012. That goal of Torres just reminds me that is not a good time. That wasn't a good time for Barcelona at all.
Yes.
Uh, Barcelona now it's an away game, so you can expect either a draw or a
Hmm.
loss for Barcelona.
And also,
I'm not quite sure about how Barcelona will perform this. So,
knowing that Barcelona haven't lost a single game this season so far, I think it would be really interesting, or maybe a tough fixture for Chelsea, who has been struggling in the league games as well.
yeah, Chelsea had like two two losses that were in a row as well against Watford and Bournemouth, but they returned to the win on West Brom. So I
Uh,
think Chelsea will kind of handle Barcelona. But judging by the form, Barcelona is really on form. It's really on
uh,
form.
yes,
I can say that.
and their tactics can only bring problems for Chelsea if they don't keep their. I mean, their defensive setup well organized and clean, because the way Barcelona plays, that is 4-4-2 formation for the most of the
Yeah,
time.
it has been switched recently on 4-4-2. They used to play 4-3-3 with Neymar in, so it has been switched to 4-4-2 now.
So yeah, what I meant was they can surely get their players inside the box, and that could be really a worrying sign for Chelsea, who will play with three defenders at back. And if they did any mistake, then it can cost them a big time in this fixture for sure. And also to tell you guys that in the past three meetings in the Champions League between the two sides, whichever side won proceeded to the next round, went on to win the Champions League trophy. So that's also interesting.
That's an interesting stat, actually. That's an interesting stat
Yeah,
that should be considered.
yeah,
Yeah, the Chelsea will surely highly play three in the back with probably Cahill,
mhm.
Digger, and
Christensen. I think Christensen.
Christensen.
Yeah,
It's gonna be Christensen, Aspilicueta, and either one between Rudiger and Cahill. What am I even saying?
yeah,
Aspilicueta has been a beast so far.
yeah. And
Uh,
Christensen has been impressive for Chelsea as far as
yeah,
I've seen him play. Yeah.
Christensen has been named as the talent of the year in Denmark. So
Mm.
yeah, he's gonna have some big duty to mark Messi for
Yes, yes, and moving forward,
that's a deadly strike.
and on attack, he will also have to come in the midfield area while Chelsea is attacking, because he will have to mark a few attacking threats from Barcelona as well. So that would be interesting how he performs in this game.
Yeah, Christensen actually likes to pass a lot. That's his strength. That's his strong point, passing.
Yeah,
He has a very good accuracy on long passing, also on short passing, because the only thing defenders do is actually pass the ball around the midfield and between their partners on the defense.
yeah. So
Uh,
that.
yeah, also Christensen can do the regista role we call here. The regista role is actually the one who opens the play. But I don't think Christensen will play that role essentially on this match, because it is a highly highly liked match. It's going to be tough.
Yes.
Christensen is going to mark not only Suarez but Messi, even Paulinho if he gets on the pitch. Uh,
Yes.
every player on Barcelona side should be marked with at least one player.
Yes, because if
And
you,
with
yeah,
three in the back, it's going to be very hard.
yeah, or maybe we can expect a formation change from Conte. I don't know will he change it or not, but it would really depend on his strategy, how he sees them as a threat, or how capable his players are to counter the 4-4-2 highly versatile side that Barcelona is. So,
Uh, Actually, Conte will not change the tactic. I highly guarantee you about that.
hmm.
Because Conte doesn't like to risk with someone with something that he's used to do now. He has
And
played every single match with three in the back, with at least a rotation between them.
yeah,
So David Luiz is out, so it's gonna be either Rudiger or Cahill starting the match,
yes,
and
that's
the other two is known.
yeah, that's a possible start for this game. And also, moving on to attack of Chelsea, I think Barcelona defenders need to take a better care about Hazard, because if they keep their focus on the physicality of Morata, who will likely to be the striker in this game, they can be they will be unable to mark Hazard. I think, because if you are dealing with someone posing a aerial threat on your goal, that's meant to happen. That you can give away the space to the other players of your opposition.
Yeah, Hazard is actually a very good dribbler and can make danger to the defense of Barcelona.
Yes,
Actually, I think Hazard with Morata cannot say I cannot say penetrate, but they can do something. They can give that lightning Chelsea need.
yeah. Alongside Moses on the right flank, they can definitely do something. They can pose some threat to Barcelona.
Also, not to forget Alonso's free kicks.
Oh my god.
If the free kick is set
Yeah.
in between 25
Yes.
or 25 meters or lower,
Yeah.
it's gonna be taken by Marcos Alonso, and we all know how good is he on free kicks.
Yes.
He's highly underrated, and he's a left wing back.
Yes, he is a great player, and even though we are talking about all the other players, we can't forget about the magical capabilities of Barcelona's. We all know the legendary player Messi. We are talking about. He can even change the whole game on his own, and that could be. I think a race over for Chelsea if he goes on to do a world class performance in this tie, and more so because it's
Yeah,
a away game for Barcelona.
of course. It's gonna be tough. It's an away game, less supporters. Well, I cannot say anything else. I mean,
Yeah,
supporters for Chelsea will be way too many. Barca supporters, maybe there are some some hard fans that will surely come to England just to watch this match.
and I'm sure.
This doesn't mean that Barcelona will lose. Of course,
Yeah, that doesn't mean
that
maybe the game will end up in a draw.
now.
Maybe the game can end up as a draw as well. We don't know, but there will surely be a great abusing on the stands between the supporters of both the sides, because of their we know the rivalry and the way their history has been against one another. So you can expect something really great from this game. And even though Barcelona will be missing the likes of Coutinho in this cup game, we are expecting this game to be a cracker one. So
Yeah.
that's all we have in this podcast, and for we will come back with more podcast, maybe in a day or two. We will be talking about and we will be doing analysis of this game, or maybe in 3-4 days, we will let you know through our page. But for now, it's been a good session with Gentian, and I'm Ranik, who is concluding this podcast for now. Thank you for joining us.
Bye.